Okay, hear me out. Hear me out now. You may not be able to get the car you want. You may not be able to get the house you want. You may not be able to get the career you want. Hear me out. Hear me out. All the tangible things, you may not be able to get them. Not everybody can get the $1 million contracts and this, that, and the other. Watch this now. But I'm gonna tell you what's the equal playing field for everybody if we would see it. Our soul, SOLE, and souls, SOUL apostrophe S, purpose for living should be to worship God in spirit and in truth. I'm going to say that again. Our soul and soul's purpose should be to worship God and spirit and truth. Why? Because that is what he desires. If I've known anything from my 41 years on this planet, I know this. It is undisputed. You cannot please humans. You cannot please humans. But here it is, my creator, right? Who sustains me, who takes care of me, who makes sure I have everything that I need, tells me that there is a way to please him. So, above all things, that which is greater than all things is the ability to please my creator. The one who created me, the one who sustains me. I have the ability to please him. That is greater than anything. Watch what John 4:23 says. It says, yet a time is coming and has now come when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for they are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks. This is the desire of God. The desire of God is for his creation to worship him in spirit and in truth. So if I don't have the ability to go and get the house, the car, the job, the career, the perfect marriage, if I don't have the wherewithal to go and get all of these tangible things, I know that the ability for me to worship and please my Father, to please my Creator, isn't grasped. It is the greater thing above anything that I can desire. See, if me getting rich is a greater desire than pleasing God, then money is my idol. If me getting the degree is greater than my desire to worship God in spirit and in truth, then the degree is my idol. Oh, somebody gonna talk to me. If me getting that particular car so I can pull up in the hood and look good is greater than my desire to worship God in spirit and truth, then that car is my idol. Come on now. So now I have to look and say, wait, hold on, bro. Wait, hold up. Are you placing these things before the greater thing? And the greater thing being to worship God in spirit and in truth? My prayer, listen to me, my prayer is that every human being would see God as someone who's greater than all things. Because when we see God as greater than all things, we don't put anything before him. Again, it is my desire that we would see God greater than all things. It is then that we realize that we don't put anything before him. We have to see God as greater than all things. This message is about worship, man. This message is about devotion. It is about the laying down of the life of the believer, because we have so found the treasure in the possession of God. We've liked that parable of the man that found the treasure in the field, and he sold all that he had in order to purchase the field, because the treasure in the field was that much worth it to him. And so when we look at our lives, we can see how much God is important to us. We can see how much valuable God is based on how we treat him, based on where we place him in our lives, according to priority status. According to where we place God in our lives, it exposes how important we view God. You know what, God, I'll holler at you on Sunday. You know, let me go to work first. Let me tend to the kids, and then I'll maybe find some time to get in the Word. Oh man, I ain't got time to pray and wait on. I'm just gonna do this thing on my own. If God want me to have it, I have it. Let me just do what I need to. Let's examine our lives and see if that's how we treat God, then that's where he is in our lives. And we don't fully worship him in spirit and in truth. Truth is wholeness. Truth is complete. It's the lie that come in pieces. We trying to give a piece of our time, a piece of our life to God. Truth is wholeness. Truth comes as a whole. Truth is absolute truth. So again, our soul and soul's desire should be to worship God in spirit and truth. If we don't have any other opportunity in life to do anything else, we know that we possess the ability to worship God in spirit and in truth. If God created us for anything else, it was for that. But we got it twisted when we started chasing all this other stuff. We started chasing careers and houses and cars and money and relationships, and just put God on the back burner. In fact, some of us, you know what I'm saying, started chasing all of these things and expected God to be the financer of these things. You know, God, I need you. I'm going to chase all of these things, God, and I need you to be the loan officer. I need you to be the loan officer and grant me all these things that I'm chasing. And then when God don't give it to us, we upset at God. That's because we don't know him. You know, how can you expect out of God what he's not? How can we expect out of God what he is not? God is not a sugar daddy. But yet we get mad at him when we pray and we ask for things that are not according to his will, like, oh, you ain't looking out for me. What's going on? That's because you don't know him. Jesus said, if you pray anything in my name according to what? The will of God. Do we even know the will of God? See, this goes back to worship God in spirit and truth. It's the knowing of God, to know God. If I don't do anything else in this life, if I don't build no other relationship in this life, I'm going to build a relationship with God. I'm going to get to know God, because that is the most important relationship that you can have. He would never leave you nor forsake you. How many friends, family members, co-workers, associates, and all that have left you, deserted you, did you wrong, treated you foul? But God would never do that. God would never do to you what man has done to you, ever. And yet we treat him like he don't even matter. But again, our soul and soul's desire should be to worship God in spirit and truth. Y'all be encouraged.